card. Answer the question correctly, and you win instantly every time. There's over 300 million prizes, like cash, Disney videos, or McDonald's food. All you got is a Dodge Viper.
When I took the high endurance challenge from Old Spice, I really thought it was going to be a challenge. I mean, this is a challenge. This is a sure thing. It evaporates less quickly. It also lasts longer, protects better. Old Spice guarantees it. If you don't think it's the best, you call 1-800-PROVE-IT and they'll buy you a stick of your old deodorant. So if you're looking for a real challenge, go climb a mountain. If you're looking for the best deodorant, try high endurance from Old Spice. Because now you got proof. Guaranteed.
You don't need to drive an Indy race car to experience the thrill of the Indy 500. Just enter the ESPN Firestone Indy 500 sweepstakes. You and a guest will go as VIPs to the race, the parade. You'll tour the pit area, attend the driver's meeting, and win all this free Firestone stuff. To enter, visit a participating Firestone retailer or send a postcard with your name, address, and phone number. But hurry, the entry deadline is April 26th.
81 more selections left in the NFL draft. A little more than 40% of them coming here in the 6th round. And here are some of the 6th round all-time steals. Bryce Popp led the NFL in sacks, defensive MVP this year. Lee Woodall, one of the great defensive plays of the year, the back end of that touchdown in the San Francisco-Buffalo Sunday night game on ESPN first week in December. Those some of the good names you can find here in round 6. Let's assess what the Green Bay Packers have done, a team that was a win from the NFC berth in the Super Bowl this year. Ron Wolf, their executive vice president and general manager, joins us. Ron, the offensive line, obviously an area where there are some questions, and you addressed them very early on by taking John Michaels out of Southern Cal.
Yes, we did. We feel very comfortable with John. Figure that he's ideally suited to play the left tackle position, an area that I don't believe you ever have enough, particularly young players of this caliber. He was there. Pretty easy pick for us to make.
You also added, which people may not have caught because of all the attention to the draft, Bruce Wilkerson via free agency. You're building up in the offensive line. I think one thing that comes to mind, how is Aaron Taylor's health?
Right now, he's on schedule just exactly like we thought he would be. We expect him to be available to us at the start of the year, and probably he could play in some of the preseason games before that, at least 2. That's the prognosis right at this point in time.
Hey, Ron, Sterling Sharp here, Ron. I was shocked that you didn't take me in the first round, but you end up, Derek Mays ended up sliding down to you. What is his impact and his role going to be on the team? I think
Sterling, first of all, had you been available, we would have taken you. I want you to know that. But his role would be very similar to the role that you played here. I'm not saying he's the player of your caliber, but he certainly has a chance or an opportunity to be as good as you because he possesses the same type dedication and devotion to the game that you did. And I think that's very important, particularly in our offense. He's a big physical receiver. He could stand some time in the weight room to get a little bit stronger, but he possesses the ability to go get the football once it's in the air and in big games make big plays. And I think, again, it was not an area we were especially looking into, but with a player of that caliber there, again, it was an easy selection for us.
How about the way that Chris Dawkins is going to figure in the backfield with Edgar Bennett being the first 1,000-yard rusher since 1978? Chris Dawkins is a guy that's going to come in and help right away?
We kind of think that he can add, give us a little change up from Edgar. Yes, he can. And I think the effect Chris will have is his ability coming out of the backfield and his speed.
Ron, is that a situation where if he's able to make a good impact, you would consider moving Edgar back to fullback?
No, that doesn't have anything to do with that. Edgar is our tailback. What it does, it gives us an opportunity to give you a different look offensively, and it's an intriguing look as we view it.
So close to getting to the Super Bowl last year, a win away. Dallas has been hit by free agency. The off-the-field story is another item that we don't need to get into because we can't really extrapolate the impact on the field for Dallas. The question to you, how close do you think this team is to making that jump, the next rung, and getting to the Super Bowl?
How close are the Packers? Is that what you're asking me?
Yep. Are you closer now than when you walked away from it all after the loss in Dallas on January?
I think we are. I think with the people that we have here, and as you mentioned the defections, but there's something else to add to the job that the people in this operation do, not only the players but the coaching staff. We're getting a little bit better week after week, year after year, and I think we're at the point right now where we're up among the better teams in the National Conference, where you have to be. I think when we went to San Francisco, we demonstrated walking away from there that we have the capability of playing with anybody, anytime. And I think we're a little bit closer, we're a little bit better. We still have certain areas we have to improve in, but I think the maturation process in our football team enables us to move up a little bit.
Green Bay
You're going to have to contend with the Green Bay Packers.
Absolutely. The most frustrated team, maybe because of not being able to lock up quarterbacks that you develop, has to be your team. And you look at Ty Detmer moving on in free agency. Are you looking for someone else to come in and push Jim McMahon for the #2 spot behind Brett Favre and his great season last year?
Not particularly. We think we have a young man on our football team right here, Doug Peterson, who played for a number of years in Miami. He looks like he has the capability of helping us, as well as another young man, Mike McCoy from the University of Utah, has spent most of last season with us on the
defense. From New York and from our world headquarters in Connecticut, we roll on day 2 of the draft on ESPN2.
So what's it gonna... Hey, it's you!
Howzer.
I'm a big fan.
Really?
Yeah, I just love your Diamond Minute race.
Oh, well, actually, that's Sprint's Diamond Minute race.
Don't be so modest. It's great.
And it's good forever. You know how I count out my tips now? I take the dimes and I go 1 minute, 2 minutes.
That's nice. I'll have the soup.
Hey, Rocco! Look, it's the dime lady!
Oh, boy. Sprint's really started something.
Call now and get 10 cents a minute across the U.S. and now even to Canada.
Strut on over to Pep Boys, where Gabriel Pro Rider struts are just $39.99 each with a lifetime warranty. Any car, any truck, import or domestic. All in stock, just $39.99 each, and you'll be strutting pretty. Pep Boys, everything but gas.
When sports cream, when legs are sore, when backs ache, when muscles hurt. Wise Sports Cream, rubbing it in brings fast pain relief. No medicine-y smell. Wise Sports Cream, because it works.
Rule number 52, face off. Rule number 62, interference. Rule number 45, board checking. Rule number 25, to play the game, use a puck. The Stanley Cup playoffs tonight at 7:30. Face it, the NHL rules on ESPN2.
That Fire on Ice action rolls on tonight as the scene shifts to the Kiel Center. Talk of Lawrence Phillips and Eddie Kennison will be put aside for a day in St. Louis as Arch Madness ice style sets in. Gretzky and the Blues take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. That series is tied 1-1. Game 3, crucial game tonight on the Deuce at 7:30 Eastern. Reminder, John Casey in for Grant Fuhr, who's now out for the rest of the season because of the knee injury. The Draft Dodgers continue, and so do we from New York after you watch this.
Yeah. Carbon monoxide isn't the only thing to worry about coming from your tailpipe, because with every stroke of your engine, motor oil is being vaporized into exhaust, leaving less and less protection. That's why there's Castrol GTX 10W30. Of every leading 10W30, Castrol provides the most protection against volatility burn-off. So use Castrol, or watch more of your protection go up in smoke. Castrol GTX, the most protection against volatility burn-off.
It's Little Caesars. Stuffed crust pizza and pepperoni stuffed crazy bread for $8.99. You can't afford a big name. Now they want a sports celebrity. We can do sports.
Little Caesars stuffed crust pizza plus cheese and pepperoni stuffed crazy bread carried out just $8.99 or have it delivered. Delivery.
For years, I dreamed of seeing Venice with my boyfriend, Tom. I'd whisper about palazzos, gondolas. All he'd talk about is deadlines and business meetings. Finally, I went and booked 2 romantic weeks on the Grand Canal with my Visa Gold card. Tom was completely surprised.
Scusa, chi è questo Tom? Visa Gold, purchase power to make dreams come true. It's everywhere you want to be.